election coming, I'm telling you, we may not survive beyond that election.
How?
Because MPP says they will not give power to the NDC even if they lost.
But how dare them say that?
How dare the minister? Did you hear this?
Yeah.
To have the audacity to say that I will not give it power. And NDC are bent on getting the power. Some of them, would it add up in fight? No mark on the wall. That election will be bloody if it comes to one at all. And anyway, this shouldn't happen. You come to serve. You don't come to lord it over the people. I was at Royal Military Academy. My father was a fisherman. But I taught my class in Britain. A fisherman's son. My mother was selling plantain at the market. Father was fishing. And I went to school on my own account, pay my own school fees, drive nets, caught crabs, and sold them and pay my school fees to become chief of defense staff. You can't do that. And build about 6 school blocks. Winneba, O'Reilly, the whole O'Reilly, I built it. Can't you do that? Only to see people's money. Give us a break.
Whenever I say my PENDREAM TV there, I see them, yupo.
Atiefoɔ ne ahwɛfoɔ yɛ ma obi biara kwaba eba PENDREAM TV so sɛne ɛdaeɛ no monim sɛ PENDREAM TV ɛda mu yopo sɛ mote yɛn ka sɛ ya na ɛyɛ news a ɛsɛ fata sɛ wote ɛna yɛde brɛ mu na ɛne nso yɛn sa ka nsɛm bi a yɛde bɛsom na ɛne nsɛm no ɛnyɛ ani gye sɛm ɛyɛ awerɛhosɛm ɛde ma memfa ne sɛ ɔman Ghana na obi babisa sɛ asɛm bɛn a Asem no, it's about the future of Ghana. It's about the democracy of Ghana. It's about 2024 elections. Enema ebobo bano ani enyai. Na yebo mpaye say all this shouldn't happen. Now if it should happen, we don't know where Ghana will head towards because yahu abibimai ahodobia eye enema we bi asisi wo ho. Na eneno se ukosha enhwe yanema ekoso ho nyina no ani enyan na main person mese omre no yenko ene ensema yede besom no ene ensema yede besom no efri eye onionyamfo bi a ono nso wabene wo security issues mena afenso no security matters odensem bi abetodwa se ahokyera ewo Ghana ne ensema hodo a ekoso wo Ghana ntino ebetima ma 2024 elections aye bloody na coup d'etat is not far from us. It can happen in 2024, it can happen in Ghana. Now we are all hoping say we should save the democracy we have. There shouldn't be nothing like coup d'etat in Ghana. Now obibe bisa say Why cry na ye kan ho asem ye anase wan Brigadier General Nunoo-Mensah. Se wo nim Brigadier General Nunoo-Mensah jebre na tie audio way na this is a short story anase a brief history anase a short biography about Nunoo-Mensah.
Brigadier Joseph Nunoo-Mensah, born the 14th of February 1939, is a Ghanaian soldier and politician. He is a former Chief of Defense Staff of the Ghana Armed Forces. He was also a member of the Provisional National Defense Council government which overthrew the government of Dr. Hilla Lyman in 1981. Nunoo-Mensah was born at Winneba in the central region of Ghana in 1939. He received his basic education at the Winneba Presbyterian Primary School and Winneba Methodist Middle School between 1945 and 1954. His secondary education was at the Ghana Secondary School. Also at Winneba, Nunoo-Mensah enlisted with the Ghana Military Academy in 1961. Brigadier Nunoo-Mensah was appointed Chief of Defense Staff by the Armed Forces Revolutionary Council government in 1979. Nunoo-Mensah was retired in November 1979 by the People's National Party government of Dr. Lyman. Nunoo-Mensah was appointed a member of the PNDC on 2 January 1982. He however resigned in November 1982 over differences with Rawlings. He was a member of the New Patriotic Party. He was the campaign manager for Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo's bid for nomination as the party's candidate for the Ghanaian presidential elections in 1998. Nunoo-Mensah later defected from the New Patriotic Party, NPP, to the National Democratic Congress, NDC. then in opposition. He and a number of former military and police capos were banned from all military and police installations by the ruling NPP government after they had attended a lunch meeting with former President FLT. Lieutenant J.J. Rawlings. Nunoo-Mensah was very instrumental in the campaign of the opposition NDC in the December 2008 elections in Ghana. In 2009, after the party won the elections, he was made the National Security Advisor to the then newly elected President, John Evans Atta Mills of the NDC. Nunoo-Mensah was appointed a member of the PNDC on 2 January 1982. 5. He however resigned in November 1982 over differences with Rawlings. He was a member of the New Patriotic Party. He was the campaign manager for Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo's bid for nomination as the party's candidate for the Ghanaian presidential elections in 1998. Nunoo-Mensah later defected from the New Patriotic Party, NPP, to the National Democratic Congress, NDC, then in opposition. He and a number of former military and police capos were banned from all military and police installations by the ruling NPP government after they had attended a lunch meeting with former President FLT. Lieutenant J.J. Rawlings. Nunoo-Mensah was very instrumental in the campaign of the opposition NDC in the December 2008 elections in Ghana. In 2009, after the party won the elections, he was made the National Security Advisor to the then newly elected President, John Evans Atta Mills of the NDC. A former Chief of Defense Staff has warned that riots may break out in Ghana if immediate action is not taken to address the country's current economic problems. In an interview on Upfront on Joy News, Brigadier Joseph Nunoo-Mensah said if care is not taken, we might have serious problems early next year. We should observe what's going on and take serious action, otherwise, we might have serious situation on our hands. Early next year, coming January, February and March, there will be a serious problem for us, which might lead to riots and even break down law and order, he stressed on Thursday.
Ensema wotie anase audio ya wotie a brief history and answer some short story about Brigadier General Nunoo-Mensah. Na memse womre no yemoshi enko nsema order to dwa make headlines on media platforms in Ghana. Yentie ensema order to dwa.
You woke up to join us this morning, and I'm too sure that you have seen what is happening in the country and also comparing it to the attitude of the Ghanaian. It's as though we are more laid back today than ever. Walk me through what you have observed as well.
I called your producer yesterday and requested to be here.
Okay.
Because I'm sick and tired of what is going on in our country. Politicians in this country, I don't know what kind of human beings they are. They will promise the moon and deliver nothing. I'm not surprised what they say about our president. I work with them. I was his campaign manager in 1998. So I know him pretty well. All the politicians, I work with them. I know them pretty well because I serve with both the NPP and the NDC. They are not good for this country. They are going to destroy this country. I want to come out with all my guns firing. I'm sick and tired. You talk about corruption. Anything they say, don't take them. Take them with a huge pinch of salt. They lie, and you know, it's sad. And the people of this country too, the youth especially, to him the future belongs. At my age, 86, going to 87, how many more years have I got left? Don't worry about myself, but I'm worried about the Ghana I will leave behind when I'm gone. Whether it will be there, it may not be there before I die. I'm telling you, Ghana may not be there, may implode. There's so much anger and suffering. Nobody seems to care. People come to power only to grab and share, both NDC and NPP. They don't care. As I speak to you, I live not far from Trade Fair. They are sharing the land there. I don't know who is sharing it. Are you aware, Koku?
We've spoken about it largely.
And nobody, and the guy, I've spoken to the Ghana people there, the military people from Labadi, the Ghana people, I've spoken to them. I've lived in Ghana land, Trade Fair, near Bamacam, near Trade Fair, for the past 63 years. So I'm part of the culture there. I don't like what I see.
It's as though the sharing of land is something now normal and usual. The scramble for public and state lands is usual. Now, nobody speaks about it. You speak about it.
Because they are grabbed. I mean, it's a sad. 2008, I retired from the army. And they were going to sell number one Roman Ridge near Cǒup Blǒǒdy Junction, which Nkrumah gave to the army when he took over the Flagstaff House as his residence. They're going to share it. Huge land. And what's wrong with that leader? You don't come to protect nationals. You come to share them. That's not what you were elected to do. To protect us, to protect this country and its inhabitants. We don't do that. Anybody who comes to power, the same MPP, the present location of the foreign ministry near the airport, International Student Center, they're going to share it. You know, but it's sad. Why are you taking all this greed too?
We've used all legitimate means. We've demonstrated. We've spoken. The media has been on, blasting with all cylinders. Anything. We've done anything in our legitimate means. But nobody seems to listen, especially from government. And that's why maybe people feel tired, because even if we speak, they will not listen.
The youth especially should act. At my age, I don't have a future. I don't have a future. How many more years? Most of my colleagues are gone. Those who are alive today can hardly walk. But you, the youth, in your 40s and even 30s, look at Europe. What's going on in Europe? A prime minister, what Finland for 35 years? Prime minister. And you are sitting down doing nothing. For me, the old man to go and fight and secure, go and build O'Reilly, go and build Winneba Secondary School, go and build 6 bloody buildings for you and your children, and you are doing nothing about it. I'm sick and tired. You should wake up. The people should wake up and take that land from them. The land belongs. You can give Kwame Nkrumah to build trade fair. If you don't want it, give it back to the people there. Look, I don't go to Accra. You cannot have it. I drive myself. It's an old man drive a very old car. I'm the one driving. I'm telling you, I drive to Winneba. People think people think I'm crazy.
To Winneba?
Yes. And when I went there last Friday, what I saw, that blew me apart. They were having their Deer Hunt Festival. Young men were drunk, dancing in the street. They are drunk and hungry, and they are dancing. I said, so if I die for these people, it's a waste of my time. Leave them to die. They don't care. Nobody cares. The Lao people, the youth of Lao, Teshi Nungwa, should tell the people, their chiefs, that land we gave it to the government to build on it, not to share it. Tell them, I mean, we are sitting there and destroying Ghana. Why?
We've spoken about it, and there are court cases on the land. I mean, a lot of it. But I mean, whoever is being given to develop, it's still bent on doing same. And so I don't know where we are going to go from here. Maybe the people would have to get up themselves.
They have to look. The world is changing today. I'm sure Pakistan will be burning today. I'm sure. I haven't heard the news this morning. When people are taking the country as if the country belongs to them, the people of this country own Ghana. We have shared. When we put our terms on the voting paper to vote for MPP and we are giving them our authority to rule Ghana for us, not for them. King Charles, when he was going to be coronated, and a young chorister welcomed him to the Westminster Abbey, he said to him, to the world, to us, I am here not to be served, but to serve. I am here, you are here not to be served. Those politicians understand. Not take our money and share our property. Not buy land cruiser when we can't get kenke to eat. It's a sin. It's a crime. And you should tell them in the face. They should stop this bloody behavior they are going through, taking us through. Or they come to make money when Ghanaians are dying of poverty and hunger. We allow that to happen. It shouldn't happen. Look, I used to go to Makola, go there, but I can't drive. It's hell driving. You can't even get a place to park your car. Those of us, I saw a future for the trade fair when even the government didn't want to use it. Create another Makola to this side of Accra, Eastern South. For those of us in Bamakan, Blabari, Usu, Teshi, not to bother to go and compound the problem at Old Makola. You can't do anything there. It's choked. Don't you have the brains to think of this country, the future of this country, only for their personal greed and avarice? And we, the youth too. I'm not among the youth. I was youth long ago, before I was 20 years at independence. I was a grown up. I've seen it all. I've seen all the coups and the killing and the killing of a coup. I've seen it all. I've seen a colonel, a nymphal, and a wife slaughtered that very day of the coup, 1979. And we don't change. Somebody wake up and act more bloodily than they did in the past. They should go ahead and do it.
The point of getting to that point is the fear, because a lot of people say if we go back there, we might not, because it will send us back again. And that is what the fear is. And to say that, no, it's not a road we want to go down again. The coups and all of that is not a road that we want to go back to.
You don't go on that road with your eyes wide open. No. Those people like Wȧrns who went that road, something pushed them to go that road. Somebody will get up and do something spontaneously. The anger will come, and you can't control the anger, because what is going on, you can't bear it. I don't wish coup for this country at all. In fact, when you get there, you won't never come. Ghana will be finished. Ghana, look at Libya, look at Iraq. They will never come back. They are finished. They are gone. They are finished. Sudan is going that way. It's finished. I don't want it to go that way. But if you don't take care, you go that way, because willy-nilly, you are not going there with eyes wide open. The anger will push us there. Anger will push us there. Have you seen somebody murder somebody and with the brain working 100%? No.
And it's been a lot of stories about people murdering people these days.
Yes.
Men to women, men and men. I mean, it's all over the space. It's scattered. There are stories we have covered all throughout, and it's sad. People have also taken consolation in the fact that within some few days, if you like, about a year, this current government will be out of power, and so we're just waiting. All we can do is to hold our breath.
The other one is they're all the same. There's no difference. They are all the same. There's no difference between the same people. I'm telling you. Wȧrns thought that he could change Ghana. He was a broken man before he died. He thought he could change. He couldn't change it. It's a horrible place. You have to. I don't know whether you want to kill people or to murder before they will listen to you. He thought he could change Ghana. I used to see him almost every fortnight eating a kenke and fish and pepper before he died.
Wow.
Yet I resigned from his government and left the country for good, for a long time. I was angry with him and I left. But we have people in this country who, my charge is mainly on the youth. The future of this country. American embassy, I live not far from. It's just here. They sit on stones and they pay money, plenty of dollars to get a visa to go and do what in America. I live in Britain for 12 years. I live in India. I live in Canada. I live in Russia, Ukraine. I've been seen it all. Ghana is a wonderful place, but we should build it. Today, you go to any of these supermarkets run by foreigners. Nkrumah set up the GNTC. Nkulenu was producing wonderful this lady. Today, everything in Ghana is sold by foreigners, and they are destroying our city. The house I live in, Achampo built it for 35,000 old cities. 2 cities, 50 pesos. The land and the building and everything. 2 cities. You buy Gary, you can't even buy Gary, and we are happy. And we are ruling. They should be ashamed of themselves. All our police should be ashamed of themselves. They're building a rotten country. And the youth should sit up. Don't sit up. Get up. I'm not going to kill myself for you, the young people. I'm 87. I'm getting tired.
It's the sitting up. Now, I don't know whether they are confused, what's next to do, how to do it, to take their destiny into their own hands. I just feel they're in a state of confusion. Really. They don't know what to do. What's there to do?
Somebody will get up, but he'll be the good person. I mean, Nkrumah, the same we were. When Nkrumah came back from America with Akwaje's persuasion, he joined the UGCC, they were getting nowhere. So he broke off and started with the CPP. I was in boarding school in Agunansaba, and we had come to Winnipeg in 1951, about March. And I ran away from school to come and see him. He was full of fire, full of our mothers. My mother, they were all just following him like a messiah. These are not messiah. These are who came to make money. They are making so much money. Why are you taking the money? You want to die and go to bloody world and leave the money behind? Make a name for yourself by doing good to fellow human beings, by serving them, not by coming to make money. They are preparing to make money. This election, next election coming, I'm telling you, we may not survive beyond that election.
How?
Because MPP says they will not give power to the NDC even if they lost.
But how dare them say that?
How dare the minister? Did you hear this?
Yeah.
To have the audacity to say that I will not give it power. And NDC are bent on getting the power. Former Major, would it add up in fight? No mark on the wall. That election will be bloody if it comes to an at all. And anyway, this shouldn't happen. You come to serve. You don't come to lord it over the people. I was at Royal Military Academy. My father was a fisherman. But I taught my class in Britain. A fisherman's son. My mother was selling plantain at the market. Father was fishing. And I went to school on my own account, pay my own school fees, drive nets, caught crabs, and sold them and pay my school fees to become chief of defense staff. You can't do that. And build about 6 school blocks. Winneba, O'Reilly, the whole O'Reilly, I built it. Can't you do that? Only to see people's money. Give us a break.
Atifo ensema eye Brigadier General Nunoo-Mensah ediato edwanie. Watch why 2024 election is not safe and why it can be bloody and why there can be a coup d'etat in Ghana. After so Ghana is not free from coup d'etat. The hardship in Ghana is too much. Therefore, the youth of Ghana no omontorengina omonaiso na omon fight for their country because country ne ye the youth ne dia. Na omon penimfo ne dia. Some few days coming no ombe free mo na aka youth na ewo omanu. Na Brigadier General SI Kasafa ensema brand champon to dwa some days ago say MPP won't hand over power to an NDC government, and I said they must hand over power to NPP government, you know. Nunoo-Mensah SI Kasa Efa na this kind of ensemble, that is not the first time MPP is making that comment. Say ina ebe kaya Lord Kome ede sansem ne bia ebe to just say ensida na MPP won't hand over power to NDC government. And Adodankwa Akufo-Addo Ankasanso can say he wants to hand over power to an NPP government. But I don't know, is it always the case say NPP government should lead Ghana even if say Ghanaians do not want an NPP government and I say Ghanaians choose a different political party? That shouldn't be the case in a democratic state. Now, me chuma dream ako expose bia Loud Silence TV almost CEO friend Kevin Ekobedu Taylor edebetuja last year November, that is 2022 November ekika ko Esmas muhono obeye expose bi expose no obobo top MPP gurus edin say they are cooking something now they are planning to execute it in 2024 now obobo security and penninfo bedin Kennedy akompreko Japan din PM afei so no current IGP Dr. George Akufo-Dampare so edin PM Danado Dankwa Akufo-Addo edin PM and afei so no other MPP executives in the video no he exposed them say Omakofa and Kofobi from neighboring countries Omajuma Omombe say they are training them as security personnel and I said they are training them as military men and I say Omu training omo say abambofo omo Ghana with sophisticated weapons. Senebeya in 2024 ombetimi akosu mayhem. No maka say NDC for and omo akosu mayhem. No, therefore we are going to declare a state of emergency. And untino 2024 elections entimi ember. So now during expose no ochre say oma printed a lot of NDC t-shirts mahama emphony eboetri and that is what these thugs are going to use. And omu ebasana almost start operations now. Ombe declare say NDC and iodine causes a mayhem. Therefore 2024 abato no entimi nkoso. Now osanso chiremu say oma import a container full of weapons. At that time now oye video no, it was in Jubilee House which contains was sophisticated weapons. Mere few weapon edin, but he made mention of that weapon no in that video no. And you know, this MPP saying say they won't hand over power to the next NDC government. You know, they really mean it. And I wish NDC for also should stand up and face them boot for boot. Senator Joseph Yamin be Brian Champon ano Ninsema or the two Jano, and then Mahama is also campaigning for what? A do or die 2024 elections. And I think so no, or making a stand as a do or die. A do or die doesn't mean war. Atifo yema ensem no enwa bebre eha ena yede ye ensem no besi na yebe kan say yaton ye color TV ye de bia soso ato black and white o man yi konachi bibia atete apansam economy asay afen so ye democracy nso a ekra ye nso no ehinhim. What is really going on? There were people who were saying said they cannot trust Ghana into His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo's hands. And it seems to be true. Say what they were saying, no, akwa say like omunya vision be entina no omoke den omoka ansam na it wasn't hatred. Name they had a foresight how his governance is going to be. What I'm going to say is the Constitution of Ghana teaches us that we should resist the oppressor's rule, and therefore we should all do whatever we can to resist the oppressor's rule, save our democracy, and enjoy our peaceful democracy we have. Aha, PENDREAM TV. Say, and your first time subscribe to channel no, na click the notification bell no so. When sana the video for tuma, obey notification say the latest news atum na wonso what TV, wahu ensema ekoso ewo Ghana. Like video na share, che wadwen ewo comment section ho. Number here that screen is way, wo wadwen chire bia. Obetima send a voice note at the afar number so you be publish na yen so yama amansan atie ensema wonso wode tuja na yenara ya sasini abodenden edemaye moja ena nananom hwegu edeto mo ayen adrume na wo so say ye beye bi atoaso makrao ye be share in the next video.